Welcome to the video on Introduction to ETABS. In this video you will learn about the basic options in the ETABS software. Open the ETABS software. You can see that the interface of ETABS is almost similar to the SAP 2000. You will create a new model to activate all the menu icons and explore them. Click on File menu and select New Model. The New Model dialog has two options for initialization. Number 1. Use settings from a model file, and number 2. Use built-in settings with. The Use settings from a model file enables you to import the units and other already defined properties in a previously saved file. The Use built-in settings with option allows you to select the base units which you will use to make your building model in ETABS. In this course, we are following the metric SI units for the building models and designing them as per the Indian standard codes and databases. After selecting Use built-in settings with option, change the display units to metric SI from the drop-down list. In the steel section database option, select Indian, which will load the Indian standard steel tables from the software database. Select IS 800-2007 in the steel design code option. This IS 800-2007 is the Indian standard code of practice for construction of steel structures. In the concrete design code, select IS 456-2000, which is the Indian standard code of practice for plain and reinforced concrete. Then click on OK. Please note that you will be repeating these initials for all the ETABS building models in this course. Now the New Model Quick Templates dialog box will open. The Grid Dimensions Plan option is used for setting up the XY plan grid, which will help you to draw the building plan on it. Here you can set the number of grid lines you require in the X and Y axis as well as the equal spacing between these lines as per the building plan. Keep the default values for now and you will see how the resulting grid looks like. The custom grid spacing is used if the spacing between the grid lines in X or Y axis or both of them are not equal. You will learn this option too in the later videos. Now the Story Dimensions option. It is used to set the numbers of grid lines you require in the Z axis, that is in the vertical direction. This is usually set equal to the number of stories in the building so that each story top occupies one grid line. The typical story height refers to the spacing between the grid lines in the vertical direction, that is the height of each story other than the bottom story. As you can see, there is a separate option for bottom story height, which is the distance of the first grid line in the Z direction from the base. This is because in most cases the bottom story height is kept different from the other stories. Even then, if you want to customize the story heights in the other floors, you have the custom story data option below, which you will explore later. The Add Structural Objects option has templates of some preset structural objects which can be used. But to make the frame structure of a building, you have to draw the structural elements manually with the help of the grids. So select the Grid Only option and then click on OK. Similar to SAP 2000, you will find that the two tabs are formed, one showing the plan view and the other the three-dimensional view of the grid. Here you can toggle between the plan view, elevation view or the 3D view of the building in the tabs, or even add a new tab and select another view. Please note that the diagram generated is not of the building frame, but of the grid, on which you will draw the elements like beams, columns, slabs, etc. to complete the building model. The menu options has the same. Here you have even more options under each menu. The File menu has the regular options like opening, closing or saving of a file, importing or exporting a file to other formats, creating reports, editing or accessing project information, etc. The Edit menu allows you to perform basic editing options on your model or the grid system. The View menu has different options for viewing and navigating the model. In the Define menu, you have all the options to define the various properties of materials, sections, springs, diaphragms, load patterns, and combination, etc., which you will be assigning on the model. The options in the Draw menu enables you to select different elements, grids, or reference objects that you will draw on the model. Here also you have shortcuts for the Draw options in the vertical left pane of your ETABS interface. The Select menu enables you to select or deselect a particular set of elements in your model. The Assign menu has all the options to assign different element properties and loads. The options in the Analyze menu allows you to set different analysis options and run analysis on the model that you have created. The display menu has all the options for displaying the different properties, load, assign, and analysis results in the different view tabs. In the design menu, you have the options for running design check on the model, based on what type of frame or element you have modeled and the corresponding design code. One additional menu option in ETABS is detailing, which allows you to run the reinforcement detailing on the building model based on the design report. The options menu enables you to change some miscellaneous settings in your file. The tools menu has the add or show plugin option, which you can use for additional features in the program. The help menu will open the ETABS guidebook, which you might need for any assistance. It also has the option that provide various information like software version, available updates, etc. The toolbar below the menu bar mainly has shortcuts for commonly used options from the menu bar. It also includes the lock or unlock button, zoom in and zoom out option, and the pan option to navigate through the drawing. The 3D, plan, and elevation options in the toolbar are used to set the views that you want in the different tabs. Whenever you set a 2D view, the software will ask the section, that is the grid line through which you want to view. As shown for selecting the plan view, just select the tab where you want to change the view. Select the view from the toolbar and set the story through which you want to see. Then press OK. This process has been demonstrated for selecting the elevation view as well. Here you have to select through which grid line in the XY plan you want the elevation view. A, B, C and D are the grid lines in the X direction, and 1, 2, 3 and 4 are the grid lines in the Y direction. The Model Explorer tab offers quick access to some of the important model options. The Model tab is used to define and assign properties or review model geometry among other tasks. The display option can be used to control how the model displays and what displays on it in the active window. The tables option provides data tables of model analysis input and output. In the reports option, we can view the printable outputs of the project reports. The detailing option enables us to view the detailing drawings of the different elements. In the bottom right corner, you can see the drop-down option where one story is written. Here you have three options: one story, all stories, and similar stories. And each of these options is suitably selected depending on whether you want to draw elements and apply properties to a particular story, all these stories, or a predefined set of similar stories. The next option is for setting the grid coordinate system to follow. In the last options, you can change the units based on your convenience. As you might have observed, there are a multitude of options available in ETABS. You will explore and gain a hands-on experience on many of them as a part of this course. In the next video, you will learn the basic drawings and operations in ETABS based on some of the options you had learned in this video. Thanks for watching.